the safety plan or case plans, they're meant for you to focus on what's inside the boxes rather than what you're actually signing to. See, this bottom part is outside of the boxes. So that means nothing in the boxes in this whole document matters except for what's outside the boxes to what you're actually signing to. Pay attention to that. Now it says, if it is deterring your child continue to be in an unsafe situation, they may be taken into protective custody. They failed to mention that once that happens, your child is now a ward of the state. Again, may be taken. Usually may is substituted with can. A possibility. No. The second definition of may means permission to. So this safety plan is giving permission to place my child into foster care. CPS, that corrupt agency, has no oversight. Corrupt as hell. Full of corruption. These social workers, abuses of power, they abuse their power with it. Oh my goodness, the God complex. One social worker can ruin an entire family, just like that, by one phone call. One social worker. CPS, the agency is evil, and they're wicked. Straight up. I'm not saying that because, it happened to me and my child was removed from my care. No. I'm handling that in federal court. I'm filing a lawsuit. So I'm going about it the right way. However, somebody has to do something. I filed complaints, seeking legal process, proceedings, looking for civil rights lawyers, and I don't know. I'm contacting news reporters, anything, because someone has to raise awareness for this. And people have been speaking out against this. There's hundreds of videos on YouTube doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm trying to do. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. And people didn't believe me at first, like, oh, what? Danielle, you'll get your kid back in no time. Wait, it happened to you? No way. You're a good mom. They would. I know. Yeah, a lot of people were in disbelief. Like, oh wow. Yeah, so keep your kids close and don't ever sign anything without your attorney present. Matter of fact, don't sign anything at all with CPS because they are there. They're coming for your children. They're going to sell them to the highest bidder. And they operate under the guise of keeping families together and bringing kids home foundation and the preservation of families. Bullshit. There's cash incentives for every child removed from a home. They lie and they falsify their reports saying reasonable efforts were made to keep the child in the home. That's a bold-faced lie. It was never offered. It was never offered. I never had that option. I never received those services. What fucking services? So they offer a lot of services that they're getting federally funded for, right? Offering and receiving these services, two different things. So they're lying in their reports by stating that something happened or occurred that didn't happen. So if they're lying about services that were never offered, that were never received, and they're getting paid for it. They're getting paid to lie and abuse power and dismantle families. The deliberate dismantling of families. It's really sad because only the children are the innocent ones. The emotional trauma, being ripped away from your parent, watching my child cry for me and beg me to come home. This is the worst pain I've ever experienced in my 30 years, and it's worse